Hey everybody, welcome back to Yahoo Finance. Today I'm going to be buying a high yield dividend paying ETF for free. Hey everyone, welcome back to Yahoo Finance. My name is Levi Woods, and as always, I'm not a professional investor. I don't work in the finance industry, and this is an opinion channel about money. Now, one of the things that I strive to do is make consistent income. I want my money to be working really, really hard for me. Now, one of the easiest ways that I can do this is to buy an ETF that pays a monthly dividend. So I always aim for this 6 to 10% dividend yield. Now, I'm going to show you this one in particular that I'm buying today. I actually made a post about this yesterday on my Patreon account, so all my patrons are already aware of this. And if they bought yesterday, they bought it for actually 4 cents less than I'm going to be paying for it today. But it's a relatively inexpensive investment. And the beauty is we can use it on platforms like Wealthsimple Trade. We can actually invest in this particular one. So let me turn over to the screen and let me show you exactly what it is that I'm looking at. I'm just going to look at Yahoo Finance quickly. And the stock that I'm looking at is the BMO Canadian High Dividend Covered Call ETF. This type of ETF, what is happening is that Bank of Montreal is buying a bunch of stocks. And then they take those stocks and they sell covered calls. Now, as you guys know, if you've been following my channel for a while, covered calls are options trades, and I'm an option trader, so I love this type of style of investing because what it allows the investment firm to do is to pool everybody's money together. They buy those stocks, and then they look for out-of-the-money options, which they sell, and they collect a little bit more income than the standard dividends. That gives them a really consistent income. And what they can do then is then give that money back to the shareholders. So this style of ETF is totally like just in my wheelhouse, so to speak. And this particular one is Canadian stocks. I think our Canadian economy right now is quite strong, and I'm going to stick to the Canadian one. There are others available from BMO that deal with either European funds or US stock market and do the same sort of thing, selling covered calls to give a yield boost. So the big thing about this is this yield. So the dividend yield annually is 6.7%, which is awesome. We've also seen a year-to-date return of 12% upside. Now, we have to remember that December was quite a down month, so that's pretty unusual for a 12% upside. But what I'll do is I'll go full screen on this chart just so we can take a look, because one of the metrics that I always look for are the moving averages. I want to look at the 20-day, 50-day, and 200-day moving averages. And I like to buy stocks that are trading somewhere in between those, preferably below the 20-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. I mean, if you can get stocks for below all three, that's amazing. But as you can see, this stock hasn't traded since February below that mark. And so the entry point right here at $19.12 is pretty good. It would have been nice to get in just over $19, but $19.12 is a fine entry point. I'm going to turn on the events here and show you the dividends because this pays a monthly dividend. So if we look back, it paid 11 cents on May 29th, paid 11 cents on April 26th, and 11 cents March 27th. I think you guys get the idea. So for the $19 investment, it's going to return around 11 cents times 12, so $1.32 per year. One of the reasons I picked this particular stock today to show you guys is because I can use Wealthsimple Trade. So I'm going to show you on my phone exactly how I can put in this trade. Now, it shows in my account I don't have any shares. And if you guys remember, I put in $1,000 just a couple of weeks ago. So I've been kind of waiting. So you can see here I've got available to trade $1,000 Canadian. I've got a couple of stocks that I've been watching, see if there was a good entry point. But I'm going to just show you again how I add a stock to this watch list. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the ticker. So it's ZWC, and it's going to pop up BMO Canadian High Dividend Covered Call ETF. Now that's the same one that I was looking at in Yahoo Finance. You can see right now it's trading at $19.11. So first thing I'm going to do is click on the watch button in the top right hand corner. And then I'm going to click on buy. The very first thing that I look at the very top, it says market buy, and I want to change that. I want to change this to a limit buy. So what's the highest price per share you would pay for ZWC? And I'm going to put in 1911. I'm going to see if I can get it for that price. This is free, so I don't know, what do we want to buy? Like 10 shares of this. It's going to cost, and it shows exactly $19.11. There's no fee for this, so the estimated cost is going to be $191.10, and then available to trade $1,000. So I've got more than enough funds in my account to cover this transaction. So I'm going to click on continue, and and it asked me to confirm my purchase. Confirm purchase, number of shares 10, the limit price 19.10, estimated cost. So it's going to keep it open until the market closed. I don't need to check the box. This isn't a good to cancel trade. This is literally just a day trade. So let me just go confirm order. It's going to say sending order. Order sent, limit buy of 10 shares. And view details, I can click on that. It's pending, good for day. And so I can cancel the share, cancel it if I want, but it's pending for now. It has not been filled. So I'm going to hit great. And now you can see the available to trade is decreased by that amount. It's showing that $808.90, and I still don't have any shares. So I have one pending order. Let's click on that. It's a limit buy. I don't think I can adjust the price here, so I can change it to 19.12. Let me just cancel this order, and let's just go through. Are you sure you want to cancel this order? Let's hit yes, canceling. And now I'm going to put that through again. I'm just going to go buy and limit buy 19.12 this time and continue. How many shares do I want to buy? 10 and $191.20. Continue. It's asking me to confirm purchase, and I'm going to go confirm order. We'll see if it goes through at that. Order sent, view details, and it's still pending. So we'll see if this goes through. Hopefully it does in a few minutes, and I'll get right back to you. Now, in the meantime, remember that you guys should turn on that notifications bell, because if I'm doing videos like this and you're a subscriber, you have to get notified when I post a video on the day that I'm buying a stock, because the whole idea is that we can get rich together. So if I'm making a transaction, you might also want to consider making that same transaction at the same time, because I do due diligence on my trades, and I try to find trades that are good for me, so that therefore they may be good for other people. Now, of course, I'm definitely not recommending any stocks, and this is not advice, but it is a way for people to follow along for free. So just make sure you turn on that notifications bell. And also, if you're enjoying this video, give me a like down below or leave a comment and give me your trade ideas. If you've got other stocks that you're watching that you want me to cover in an upcoming video, just let me know down below. Put the ticker down there and I will take a look at any stocks and make future videos on them. Well, this is kind of nice. Just 2 minutes later, I got an email from Wealthsimple Trade saying that my order had been filled. So I'm going to just quickly follow up with you guys here. I'm going to open up the app and take a look at what it actually looks like, because this is the very first time I've actually purchased on Wealthsimple Trade. So now I've got this new thing. I have $1,000 Canadian. Well, that's because the price hasn't moved, I don't believe, and because it's still showing $19.12. So this is the new part in portfolio. I've got that right there, and I can click on this stock and I can see exactly what I have. So here's my holdings: 10 shares, total value of $191.20, average price $19.12, and it's 100% of my portfolio, because that's the only thing I have in there aside from the cash. So I guess it's not really 100% of my portfolio. That's a bit of a lie, but it's like 19% of my portfolio. So I don't really know why it's showing me that. But today's return 0%, and then it gives me the option to buy or sell. Now I'm going to hold on to this stock because the whole idea is that it's going to pay me a dividend. So next month, at the end of this month, actually the end of June, I'll get an 11 cents for each 10 shares. So I will get $1.10 deposited into my account in the middle of July. And that's how easy it is to become a high yield dividend investor. So I should make a 7% return approximately on this money over the course of the year. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm going to be buying more shares in this portfolio because it cost me nothing, and we're going to just keep taking a look at it and start to build up our dividend income. Let's get rich together and see you very soon.